All right, welcome back. Welcome to the front door of Unit A. Got a couple things on the outside here before we go inside, so let's spin this around and take a look. Front door here has a window on the side, so we'll get to the inside of that, which is causing some problems in a little bit. On the outside here, we've got Cat 6 for the doorbell system, or the door intercom, not intercom, keycard reader here. This little one here is the doorbell. So we actually have a physical doorbell button below, and then the fancy electronic card reader up here. I realized that the card reader system I'm using, which is Unify here, doesn't actually have a doorbell part. So at least not one that I wanted to use with it. So I wanted a mechanical doorbell as a backup. So this is like an old school style. And then up here, I've got one can light on the outside and then a wire up there for cameras. I guess while I'm up here, let me show you around the corner because that's where the power, all the power is. So over on the side here is where the electrical meters go. 3 beefy wires, and then there's the solar power connector comes in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. It's over there. That's the conduit for the solar power. And all the mini splits get mounted on the side of the house over there as well. So those are the 3 little spools of refrigerant lines. I've got some cameras on the outside for this wall as well, but that's why I haven't finished deciding yet because I still need to do the meter mounting. But let's go into Unit A and take a look. First problem is the door. So I wanted to do this electronic door latch everywhere, wired in. So I've got the Cat 6 wire to the top of the door, but because this is all built as one piece, I need to actually get them to run a thin wire behind that piece of trim down to here, and then get a very small electronic strike that's just that deep. I managed to find one. It hasn't arrived yet though, so they're gonna have to cut that in here and run the wire for it behind that piece of trim up to there. But I've got the long runs done, which are those 2 Cat 6s actually go to this panel in the closet. This is the kind of entryway closet for this unit, and this closet has the low voltage box for the door system. So this is actually just for the door system. It's got the 2 wires that run to the door, then there's a wire that goes to the main panel, electrical panel, or low voltage panel for everything, and there's a power outlet in there as well. There's also this plate, which is actually for the grounding wire. So this is just to, I guess, to be able to access these screws. That's the grounding wire for the house. See, it's got its little bolt down into the foundation here. So all the electrical meters go back there. That's that closet. And then you can see the big massive Cat 6 that goes over to that room. So we're gonna start in the living room here. So the living room, next to the front door, there's a living room area, which is this space. There's actually 2 TV locations in here because I wasn't sure how someone would want to set it up. So the TV location there, and there's also one over here. They did put those boxes high up for the high TV. I'm really on the fence about whether that was a good idea because it's not my favorite way to mount a TV, but I realize that it's very common for a lot of people. So there's power down below. It's just the data and the coax that are up there that you need to worry about. There's also on this side, you can see the connections for the outdoor outlet as well as the doorbell and Cat 6 for that. I have no idea why they wrote on the inside of that. There's our little space above, our little attic area with some wires back there. And then this is the main, like, I don't know if it's the intake or what exactly, or it's part of the fire system. So there's all the orange pipes you see here are the fire sprinkler system. This is not done. I don't know why it's not done yet because they're about to insulate this, but this is gonna get something to the outside. I think it's for pumping water in if the street water isn't working, because the main sprinkler system is in a little space that actually is on the back side of this wall, which is where all these pipes, these are the main pipes that feed the whole house, and inside in that space back there, which we can go into in a second, that's the orange, that orange line is the main pipe that feeds the sprinkler system. So you can see that's connected into the living room outlet head up there. Let's actually follow this around and see how that one is connected. So comes up there, goes up there, and it does, in fact, go out there. This little bit up here is going to have an access panel to get to that part. Not totally sure what that is, but it's for the sprinkler system. And that pipe goes there. So yeah, I don't really understand if that's in or out or what, but that is apparently fed directly in from the main water over there. And then yeah, that comes up here and keeps going. So we'll get to that later. So living room, 4 can lights in the living room. We've got our first wall by the entryway. We've got the wall here with power down there, power and data and coax. This should be one of each. Yeah, coax and data. Cat 6, I should say. Our windows, we had to actually build out a double wall because of they didn't want to drywall right up against the foundation, which makes sense. Outlets all around here. They haven't fixed the low voltage box after building that wall, but that low voltage box has to get moved out to the outer wall. I don't really understand why, but they've started doing some insulation already in some places, but that's good, I guess. And then this pipe at an angle is the drain pipe for the mini split, which goes, so you can see it pokes out there. So it goes around here, around there. It's that top one of the 4 there, comes around here, makes an angle, and this is the mini split location for the living room / kitchen area for this unit. The main thing here that I need to worry about is to make sure no renters ever put anything through the wall that's longer than like 4 inches, because these are the main water pipes for all 3 units. I think it's A, B, and C, or I'm not sure which way is which. We can look at the other side. So yeah, TV location, we've got more data down there. It's like in case you put a desk there. Power. I went not quite as overboard with power here compared to our unit, but still went more than I think is strictly necessary by code. Although that distance looks almost, well, it's definitely not 12 feet. So yeah, it is more dense than code, which was my goal. Main sprinkler system pipe, that orange one, and a sprinkler head. We've got a couple of powers that go into the roof area up there. So that's the living room. And let's move over to the kitchen area. So living room, and then this is kind of like it'll be a dining area. It's not a room, but it does have its own 2 can lights up there. It gets the mini split over there. Up in the ceiling is for the access point for this floor. So they get their own access point down here. We have switches for dining room and living room here. A lot more Cat 6 coming around there. Oh, here's the labels. Basement, we're in the basement floor. First floor is that unit, so we're going to get to that later. And then second floor, which is our unit. Those are the main water feeding into everything. So coming around here, we've got power and data in this area, again, because somebody might want to use this as a desk office area. And then the kitchen starts about here, well, really where that outlet is. They dug that out, chopped into the concrete foundation to run that conduit because there is going to be a little cabinet, base cabinet. You can kind of see it marked out. That corner. I don't know where this corner went. It might have gotten chopped into, but there's gonna be a base cabinet here, so that's for power on that cabinet. And then the kitchen is an L shape. So we've got like the sink over here. We've got power for garbage disposal under the sink. Plugs. I believe that power is dishwasher, right? Sink dishwasher. And then low voltage under cabinet lighting here. So all these little spools are for the under cabinet lighting. I wanted to give them some nice light down here too, because it is a dark unit, as you can tell. Cabinets all the way around here. Stove top. The vent for the stove is up there. Stove top, I guess more transformers or just junction box for the low voltage. I think it's just the junction box, because I don't see the power. Power for the hood, and coming down here, the fridge is over on the right or on the left, so that's the water for the fridge as well as power. So that's that kitchen. Pretty straightforward, I guess. Nothing too fancy. We do have a lot of light in the kitchen because, again, I really don't like when places are dark. So we actually have 4 cans there, and then up here is like this is going to be directly over the cabinet that's down there. So that's for like a hanging, a nice looking pendant. So that's the kitchen lighting. We do have a sprinkler head in the kitchen. Before we go down this hallway to the bedrooms and bathrooms, I want to first continue around the rest of this space. So I do not understand how we're going to fix this, because this is actually protruding past the wall. Don't know how we're going to deal with that and make that look good, but that is part of the drainage and sewer. There's mini split is on the back side of that wall, so that's those coolant lines and fat power going out there. We've got more drainage for the mini splits, and then the big mass of Ethernet cables for this unit are right at that level, which is about my waist level, looks like. What else do we have down here? We have plumbing. We have some hot and cold lines that run along that top wall. So that top part is pretty sensitive. I think what I'm going to do to avoid people hammering through the walls to mount things, I'm going to put picture rail on the inside so people can just hang pictures from it and not have to punch holes in the wall. I think that's my solution for that. This is probably going to be the either longer term or medium term rental. So tenants here are going to be here for longer periods of time and might do more stuff to the inside. So I want to make sure they're set up for that. Got power along here, power there, got their little basement window with a lot of stuff above that window. And then we get over here to the breaker panel for this unit. Here you can see our solar panels come in behind here with the scary red warning tag on them. And then the breaker panel for this unit is right here. Turns out that code for the accessible units, this unit is supposed to be what they call visitable in Portland, which basically means that it's not quite ADA, but it's almost ADA. But what it is a couple of requirements of things like sizes of hallways and bathroom access, and most importantly, no steps. So everything down here is just on one level. It's all the same level. And it turns out one part of that, which the electrician didn't realize, this was supposed to follow the accessible rules. One part of that is that the electrical panel has to be, the top breaker of the electrical panel has to be at like 42 inches, which is basically like here. So this panel actually should have been dropped almost its entire height down. And then the lowest switch would be, like kind of bending down to get to, which was kind of weird, frankly. He did this, put it in. The inspector came and was like, oh, you need to move the panel down. And you can't just move a panel down. Like all those wires are already that length. So the options were either redo all the wires to the panel, which is a ton of work, or make all the wires terminate in a junction box up above the panel and run new wires from the box down low. Or don't call this a visitable unit anymore and don't change it, which is the option we went for because we didn't need the designation for any zoning purposes. We used to, which is why we did it, but we didn't need it for zoning purposes. So now it's mostly just like, it's built this way so that it is, easy to walk around and you don't need, you can roll around in a chair, you don't need to do up any steps or whatever. So you just can't reach the breaker panel. So we're not going to advertise it as visible, but it still has all the properties of being visible except the breaker panel. And then the last thing over here, of course, is switches. So a lot of switches, actually 4 switches here: kitchen, living room, porch, and entry. Oh yeah, there's one light over the entryway here. So that's the main space for this unit. And I think I got everything in the ceiling. Oh, I'm actually not sure what this is going to get terminated as because it's not a sprinkler head. So I don't know what is going to happen there. They've been doing a lot of testing on the sprinkler system, so they leave it pressurized, but they had to drain everything because it froze the last couple of days. So that's why it's now reading 0 pressure. It used to actually be reading at like 400 PSI or something. Don't quote me on that. I'm just going off the top of my head from what I remember that Neil being last time I was down here. But I don't know what the termination will eventually be for this pipe because clearly that's not a good system. Okay, so we do have a sprinkler head over there. I had them change all these out for the kind that are flush up against the ceiling. and then they drop when they're activated, so you don't have the ugly thing sticking out of the ceiling all the time, because nobody wants to look at sprinkler heads. Okay, moving into the hallway. This, you can see why we need so many lights, because it is now very dark in here. So lots of switches. We've got cans for the hallway. What are all these? Gosh, kitchen lights. Yeah, kitchen lights. Hallway lights. I don't know what all these switches are for anymore. Oh my gosh. I used to, when we started this, I knew what they all did. Well, it'll be fun to figure that out later. Okay, 4 switches, outlets in the hallway, and then you can see on this side of the hallway, we've got this big mass of wires now, Cat 6 wires going over to the network closet. This first door on the right is the first bathroom. This is the common area bathroom, because this is just off the kitchen. So we come into the bathroom. We've got a toilet down there, shower in the corner, and sink over here. So 2 switches for the bathroom, power. We do have power for the mirror as well, or I guess vanity lights, mirror system. And plumbing for the bathroom, shower. The drain is already like inside. It's, you know, into the foundation. I've got a fun drone overhead shot showing all that pipe layout that's baked into that concrete now. Simple shower system here. It's just a valve at hand height and then a shower head at the top. We didn't go with the complicated. Those systems, they get so expensive so fast. So simple one here. In this bathroom, actually, we did not put a can light in, which I'm looking at this now and I'm hoping that was the right decision. So the only light in here, you can see there's no light in the ceiling. The only light is going to be from this vanity, the mirror. So I hope that's enough light. Gosh, now I'm a little bit nervous. Too late now. I think it is officially too late. And then up there is the fan. So that's this bathroom, pretty simple. Let's keep going down the hallway. So bathroom door, down the hallway, and then take another right. And this is a door for the bedroom. So the door is right at the hallway. This is changed on the plans so many times, so I don't think I even have a current drawing of what this looks like on the plans. So this door opens up, you got a switch for the bedroom. We've got can lights in the bedroom. It's actually 5 can lights. There's one right here, right next to the smoke detector. Then there's 4 in the main part of the room. It's a good sized bedroom. So 4 lights there, sprinkler head up in the ceiling. And then we don't have a door in the bathroom yet because this is actually gonna be like a sliding door. So this bathroom is huge, probably actually bigger than it needs to be. We've got a toilet there. This is gonna be a weird little closet, but this is where the water heater goes. So we've got, again, the 3 thick wires for the power for the water heater. This is where the hot water starts in this unit to feed the rest of the unit. And that's gonna be kind of like in this little tucked away closet. You can see how it's kind of like a little closet area. So I guess we'll just have to, there's a toilet there. That's gonna be, I guess, a closet, shelving or something. Shower over here. We do have can lights in the ceiling here. So there are 2 lights, 2 can lights. Because again, this was a big enough bathroom. And I was like, I don't want this to be a dark bathroom. So 1 over there, 1 up there, fan in the middle. There is also power for the sink area. We've got the sink here, power up there, outlet behind the sink. And then this is just kind of a free zone. Nothing planned under that window. So I guess towel hooks or whatever will do. And then switches for the bathroom are here. We've got 3. We've got vanity, the fan, and the cans. This is really bad lighting. I'm sorry. Okay, so moving into the bedroom side. This is the door to the outdoor patio. Can't open it right now because they bolted it off. I guess because they're storing all the tools in here. And they didn't trust my locks. I don't know why. Anyway, a lot of the wires here are actually going to the outside. So feeding an outdoor light there. There actually should be another outdoor light on this side. Yeah, that's that wire. So those are 2 outdoor lights for the patio. Switches. 1 is, I believe, for the bedroom. 1 is for the outdoor patio. I'm not sure what the third one is. Oh, half. Oh, for the patio lighting, it's going to be in like the concrete wall, which is that wire that kind of just goes to nothing right now. Power and data, in case there's like a desk area here. There is a mini split inside the bedroom here. And then not much along that wall, but got a double wall here because that's the other side of this is our entryway. Our unit's entryway on the other side of that wall. Double wall, so we should hopefully not have a lot of sound going through. There is a power outlet behind there. It's too dark to see it. Tied to that power outlet as well. One weird thing that ended up happening here, which we'll have to cover over, is the mini split refrigerant lines. So they go up there into the ceiling, but he didn't want to go through that beam because it would be a huge hole through that beam. So they actually drop down below the beam, and we'll have to kind of cover over that somehow nicely. Sometimes there's just weird things to happen. Here you can actually see all these yellow lines. These are all for the stair lighting for our unit because our stairs are up there. So a lot of those go up into the stairs and then they come down and go in, or no, sorry, those are the stairs over there for the entryway stairs, and this is going up into the network closet side up there. All right, so our network closet is up there somewhere. Can lighting closet for the bedroom. This is interesting. I hadn't actually noticed this yet. I don't know how this is gonna work. There is a switch on the outside of this door frame, but I guess they're gonna have to add a piece of wood there. I'm gonna add this to the list right now because that's weird. Yeah, I think what we're gonna have to do is add a 2x4 on that side of it, and then that'll be the edge of the closet door. But that switch is for a light that goes inside the closet. You can see it's going, the wire runs up to the top of the closet. So all the closets, what I did is I put lights on the inside of the door frame, like up at the front, so that it'll shine and illuminate the whole closet. Also, every closet down here has a power outlet inside the closet, just in case you need to power something in the closet, like chargers or whatever. So the back side of this closet is danger zone. We've got the dryer vent, the vent pipes, the water lines for the laundry machine and all that stuff. So again, I'm hoping people don't punch through the walls here. But that's the closet. And then let's go back out. I'm looking at this now and I'm realizing this was probably not necessary. I think something might have changed. Anyway, there's a data line there. I don't think that's necessary, but it's there now, so it's too late. There's also power, which is required. The data line is definitely not required. I think the theory was that, so the other data jack is there. Maybe it's for an access point. Actually, that's what it's for. I think it might be for an access point. So that's fine. That was just gonna get an in-wall access point. Anyway, moving on. Out of the bedroom, to the right, continuing down the hallway. Oh, there is a switch coming out of here for the hallway, which is good because you come out of the bedroom, you want to turn on the lights for the hallway. Flick that. To the right, this is a closet. This is different from the original plans. This was originally the washer location, but we changed it, and this makes a ton more sense, frankly. So this is a closet, a little linen closet. There's been so many reconfiguring of this framing, but we're done now. So closet here. Inside the closet is a transformer for the doorbell. So that is a power line here into that box, but then the wires for the doorbell system go there as well, not into the box because you can't mix, but they're hanging up at the top of the box. So the doorbell transformer will get plugged into that box and then feed the doorbell. The doorbell itself, like the ding dong part, should have a wire that runs from there. Yeah, there it is. And it goes over to here. So it's kind of in this hallway. That's the bell part of the doorbell. Because I wanted just a simple mechanical doorbell again. So, okay, so that's this linen closet. There's no light in this closet because it's just so small. I hope there's enough light in here because this one's up there kind of at an angle and the other one's over there. I think it'll probably be fine. There's a smoke alarm outside of the bedroom. So continuing down the hallway to the right is the washer dryer. So just big enough for washer dryer, stacked obviously. All the plumbing and power for both, big dryer power up on top, vent, water, all that. So the vent for the dryer runs directly above it and outside the house, leaves the house right there. There is also a switch for the hallway lights. I think that means there's actually 3 switches for the hallway lights. There's one there, there's one there out of that bedroom, and one at the end of the hallway, which makes sense. There's 4 lights in the hallway. We should be able to see pretty well down here once these are on. We get a sprinkler head in the hallway as well. There's a power outlet there, which I think is required for code. Definitely never going to be used. And then where's the next power? Interesting. I guess that one technically counts because the next one on this wall is not for like almost 20 feet, it looks like. Well, they did the math. I'm sure it's fine. Okay, done with this hallway, into the last bedroom. So this bedroom is the smaller of the 2. We open the door and there is power down here and switches, this was the only spot for the switch for the closet light. So I'll show you when I come around here. It's a little bit weird, but it was the only spot for it. The closet has a light inside the closet, but you have to kind of reach around the wall to turn on the light switch. Not my favorite thing, but there wasn't really a better spot. This spot, that would be just, it's just too far over there, especially once we get trim and stuff. So it's fine. It's just a closet light. There is a light though, and there's an outlet in the closet, which is great. So that's this closet. There are 4 can lights. Again, I wanted to just blast this place with light because I hate it when there's a single light in the center of these rooms that are so dark, because you can never see anything. So 4 lights in the bedroom, and then we have a lot of power and data again. We've got data on both sides, one over here, one over there. That one might end up being for an access point. We'll see how the coverage is when I plug one in over there. But there's 2 data lines here. Power, 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 power. I guess the theory is a bed goes in the middle of that wall. Power over here for that, for this wall. And there's another mini split down here because they're gonna need heat in the winter because it is very chilly down here already. And then these are all of these refrigerant lines are actually for our unit C. This is where our mini split gets hooked up on the outside. Those go up into Lily's office, which is directly above here. They get a sprinkler head in the bedroom, and I think that's it. You can see this is the network closet is on the other side of this wall outside, which we'll do at the last part of this tour. So all of the wires for everything end up here. So you can see there's the big mass for this, I believe most of those are for this unit. Some of those might be actually also from unit C, all going into, there's a lot of those are camera wires going into here. So this one is for this unit. The second hole is for unit B. Yeah, a lot of these are from unit B. And then these are all cameras on the outside of the house that go into that closet. I think that's it for this. That wasn't too bad. This unit's a lot simpler than ours. I still want to go a little bit overboard, like more outlets than needed, more data than is needed. I mean, nobody needs data wires, frankly, but I wanted to just go a little bit more than what you would get at a cheap rental. So that is unit A. I think that's it. Did I miss anything? You can see a lot of the wires run through the ceilings here and a lot of the drainage as well. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna move into unit B, which is up there, but I have to go out of the house to get in there. So I'm gonna go out, walk around, and meet you at the front door of unit B.